And I'm back. More East Origin. It's been a couple of days. I focused on Aria of Sorrow yesterday, but I got some time to work on East today, so I'm going to do it. And hopefully, I don't have to worry too much about where to go and what to do now, because I'm doing a non-drowny bit and a non-boss bit. And okay, I'm doing a lot of damage. Just making sure I don't have Claria Ore. I think I'll get that later. Yeah, I'll get that later. Cool. Okay. I don't have the Claria Ore, so I'll get it later, and then I'll improve my skills and stuff. I've been able to watch that, again, it was Nakata Lily did a playthrough of this about 4 years ago, and he played all three. He played all three stories. And I know enough about all of them, so, well, not, at least the second one, to kind of get a gauge of some bosses and all the stuff and where to go. And, like, struggling with the bosses makes sense. I do need to check if, like, a person in the search base downstairs, like in the search party base, gives like a potion or something, because I know these games do have potions, just not this one. I wonder if that's something I'm missing, or I just haven't looked for it yet. I'll do that when I get Claria Ore again, because I need to go back down there and do that to buff my stuff. But even on easy mode, I'm like, with that last boss, I'm like, this sucks because I can't heal. So if I make a lot of mistakes or I get stupid, like, yeah, they're less difficult, but I shouldn't really be having trouble doing these things because whatever, you know. Anyway, let's go down. So I hope that makes sense as to why some of this game is fun, some of it isn't. Because having a failsafe option is kind of nice. That's why they exist in Aria of Sorrow, even though Aria doesn't have difficulty sets per se, and easy, very easy, and why I would do very easy if I get the access to do so on Yugo's playthrough, or Toll's playthrough. Because I'm not here to test myself. Like, if you want to test yourself on harder difficulties, that's great. I'm here to show off the game, but also to have fun, because I'm not here to beat my head against the wall. Because I realized that with Bravely Default versus Suikoden. Suikoden was easy, and I enjoyed the fuck out of it. Because I never felt like I was challenged, and I could just focus on the story stuff. Bravely Default, like, I went through Chapter 7 and tried to fight those, and even the final boss, it took 2 hours to beat the final bosses. I'm sorry, but it shouldn't take that long. Even with, you know, a setup that worked. So there's just some on there, and I'm just like, no, if I'm given the choice to make it a little easier on myself so I can kind of think then I will. You know, everybody thinks differently. I don't care if bosses are a cakewalk. Because I'm still showing off the game in some form. Okay, so I can't do anything there. I gotta go up. And everybody's different. They want the challenge. That's great. I couldn't care less about challenge. Could care less, couldn't. And yes, easy mode, like, I'm not gonna kill myself. I might die once or twice, but I'm able to focus in on the things about East that are fun. Just running around and hitting things and doing stuff. Because this harkens back to East 1, East 2, East 3, where they didn't have much story. I mean, they do, but they don't at the same time. So this is kind of halfway in between those. Okay, can't do anything there. I would say even East 7, to an extent, lacks story. It isn't really until East 8, East 9, East 10 where they try, and even those later two, even though they have more cutscenes, I don't know, like, East is not meant to be a story-focused game, but there's still enough of it in that kind of like Castlevania mode where it's a vehicle to do the stuff, versus another RPG like, say, a Final Fantasy where it's like, no, we're doing this because this is the important thing. The important thing in East is I'm beating the shit out of dudes, and it's frenetic, and it's fun, and it's super fucking fast and enjoyable. Okay, torch is done. I'm trying to figure out where to go. I mean, I'm gonna have to get everything. There's no doubt about it. You guys taking a lot of damage, and I don't like it. There we go. So I think it's one of those same things like Castlevania. Like, there's a point where difficulty doesn't become fun anymore. But I have a tolerance for freedom and run and gun and stuff like that. Kind of in the same way Mario. Like, I don't think I would have beaten Mario if I didn't have the ability to just reverse time and reverse engineer all my fuck-ups. But because I can, I have a little bit more leeway. This, I have difficulty settings, or Aria of Sorrow, you know, I have some knowledge of having played it, or I've done the whatever, and that's fun, you know. Bad status duration. Oh, increase effective herbs. Okay, so I do get herbs. That might be a thing I get down, so that might answer it. Okay, bad status resist. Let's go with status duration, I think. Or is it skill? No, these ones are... I'm trying to think of which ones... Stun effect. No. Let's do status. Yeah. Bad status duration. I like that. Just in case I get screwed over. You go from 1,500 to 15,000? Jeez. Increase effective herbs. Bad status resist. Let's do drop item next. And then you go to 25. Oh, you go to 30. Dang it! Okay, so, for now I've got stuff. But again, the hope that, again, if it was for content purposes or whatever, it's still the same. Like, you're getting something out of the game regardless. Oh. Uh-oh. Yunica? Ah! Oh shit. Lady Feena! Thank goodness. Thank goodness I found you before they did. What in the world are you doing here? I could ask you the same question. So, Lady Feena and Lady Rhea are characters from the first and second East games. They were with Adol. I think Feena was the one who had the hots for Adol, but I don't remember too much. I know that one of them specifically, you know, because in the whole Adol tradition, that somebody always falls for Adol. It never goes anywhere, but you never know. Anyway, they existed in 1 and 2, so the events in this, well, this is kind of their story. You two disappeared without a word to anyone. You had me worried sick. I haven't been able to sleep at all since you left. My nights have been since I've been searching the corner of the shrine for you. Yunica, I'm so sorry. I guess our leaving really did put a burden on everyone. No. It's okay. I mean, you're here now and you're safe. That's what really matters. But where's Lady Rhea? I have a favor to ask. I'd like you to leave this whole matter in our hands. Huh? I'm truly sorry. I wish I could tell you more, but it wouldn't be right of me to do so. I must simply ask that you have faith in us and our decision. And please tell anyone else who comes here that you do the same. But why? Well. Seems our prey has finally been cornered. Ah, crap. So this lady's interesting. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Goddess of East. My name is Zava. I'm a sorceress. And per Lord Dowell's orders, I have come to take you with me. We have business to discuss. And yes, it is Dowell's. I looked it up, and even though it's spelled Dallas or Dallas, it rhymes with pals, so Dowell's. Correct. Ah, crap. Oh boy. I also learned that these two are brother and sister. That's fucking great. Little hit girl stops in the middle of the biggest, most open room around and in with our target. I love this. I mean, seriously. It's like you wanted her to get caught. There's the little one. The half-demon. What, you mean the Claw Man? He said once we found what we were looking for, he probably wasn't needed anymore. He just wandered off. Hardly appropriate behavior. No matter. Well, that seemed unnecessary. Hey, let me teleport 5 feet. So you must be Lady Feena. Where, pray tell, will we find Lady Rhea? And does she have what we're looking for? Not in a talkative mood, are you? It's quite all right. We'll make sure we give you plenty of time to tell us everything you need to know. Epona, please show our guest to her chambers. I'm trying to do like a Japanese version of the pronunciation, or just go with Epona, and I'm wondering if I should just go Epona because that's how the horse is always pronounced. So I just go Epona. So Epona makes sense. Because I'm just gonna keep fucking it up if I keep doing it anyway else. You bet. Also, Epona is way more important in Yugo's storyline than this one, so that's interesting. So you're a goddess, huh? Guess that makes me a blasphemer, because I'm about to kidnap you. And you better behave yourself. Lady Feena! Get your filthy hands off her! No! Yunica! I have a question for you, little girl. You know a man named Saul Toad? How do you know my dad's name? So you are related. My name is Kishka, and I'm the man who killed your father. What? Huh? You killed... Right around the time your precious Solomon's shrine started making its ascent, 2 knights came down to the surface. I was leading a pack of demons nearby and wound up engaged in battle with your old man, no less than 3 times. You killed my... The first time, he was too strong for me. I had to retreat. Second time ended in a draw. But the third time, he never got back up again. How could you? Yunica, I'm so sorry. What's the least? I got caught up in the line. What delicious drama. Each time I fought him, it seemed as I was getting stronger and stronger. He was the finest offering my blade ever known. Yes. How dare you! How dare you hurt my dad! If the blood of Toga truly runs through your veins, you should be able to avenge his death. Show me what you can do. Let me savor the moment when life and death meet one more time. Yunica, don't! Ah! This is supposed to lose fight. This is bad. So, I mean, I could do damage, but I'm not gonna win this. And to be fair, you're not supposed to. I'm doing more damage just to spite myself because it's on easy mode. But yeah, you can see how much damage he's doing. Ow. Yeah, I'm not supposed to win, so... Yeah, I'm not trying very hard because there's no point. I'll get him later. If you're like level 20 or 23, you can do it, but... I've seen enough. It was pathetic. Well, thank you. I wasn't trying to win. You're not fit to bear the Toga name. Yunica. Your father was a respectable mage, and he wielded the great sword as if it was a mere rapier. I expected a worthy opponent out of you, but you're nothing more than a child playing in your daddy's shoes. These pathetic specimens are supposed to be the goddess's protectors, no? This one's clearly just wasting our time. Enter Kishka. No. Please wait! I'll come with you. I won't resist. Just please spare her life. Feena? How touching. Have the master and servant formed such a deep bond with one another? I wouldn't have thought this little insect be worth much to anyone. No matter. I welcome a peaceable conclusion to this encounter. Her life should be spared. I'm late for a spa treatment. That's the vibe she gives off. She'd be like, I love doing evil things. Right in between my grooming and beauty sessions. She would just revel in everything. Because it's fun! Anyway. Hey, Feena. Would they have beauty and spa treatments in like 1500, 1600? Actually, no. Hot baths were a thing in East. Maybe they do. I don't know. Anyway, I'm being dumb. Thank you for coming, Yunica. It means a lot that you cared so deeply for us. Please take this with you. Uh-oh. I'ma need that. Isn't this... Yes. If you see Rhea, please make certain she gets it. Don't go with them! Parting is such sweet sorrow. And she reads Shakespeare, apparently. Come, let us be off. Whee! Teleportation magic. Ah, crap. Lady Feena! I see the Holy Knights finally made an appearance. Sadly for you, though, it's a bit too late. As much as I'd love to slaughter every last lot of you right here and now, there's still much work to be done. So I'm afraid I must bid you adieu. Like hell! Sorry. Teleportation magic. Tie goes to the runner. Anyway. Damn. So close. Yunica, you alright? What happened? Roy? Lady Feena, I'm so sorry. That's about the long and the short of it. I see. This is dire news indeed. And it complicates matters greatly. I must admit, it's quite shocking. Never would have been... Can't believe we encountered Commander Tova within these walls. Or Tova's killer within these walls. Damn it all! We knew he was right in front of us. Can't believe we let him get away! We did all we could, Roy. We're not finished yet. From what you're saying, it sounds like this Zava person's a pretty powerful sorceress. Counting the leader she mentioned in this so-called Clawman, it seems we're up against 5 people here. But who are they? I'm not sure, but they took Lady Feena. And right now, it's all we need to know. Getting her back is priority 1. It seems like all sorts of some sort of nightmare. The whole world is changing around us. Father Superior? What is it? I have been hesitant to speak on this, but given what transpired, I feel this information is to be divulged now, as it may prove pertinent in these proceedings. Huh? I don't like the sound of this. What is it? Please listen closely. Why Lady Rhea and Lady Feena disappeared. The Black Pearl vanished with them. It no longer sits upon its pedestal in the Citizen Strife. What? That can't be true! I'm afraid it is. The 6 priests pulled me aside and quietly informed me of this. I was told to exercise discretion when sharing this, so as not to create more panic. But with circumstances as they are, I don't even know what to say. This does raise a question, however. If the Black Pearl is the source of all magic, then how is it we're still able to use magic in its absence? It is a good question. Isn't the Black Pearl what lifted Solomon's Shrine into the sky? How's it staying up there without its source of power? The Black Pearl transcends space. So long as it remains undamaged, its energy will continue unabated. The real issue is that only the goddesses could have taken it from its chamber in the shrine. None but they have the ability to control it. That power is beyond even the 6 priests. There we go. The goddesses must have brought it with them when they decided to descend to the surface. And not even the priests can surmise what will become of it here. This is just all too much. It does tell us one thing, though. Lady Feena obviously didn't see the Black Pearl and didn't have it with her. So, that means it's likely in Lady Rhea's possession. Well, that's a good point. Indeed. It's precisely why I felt it necessary to break silence. We must certainly rescue Lady Feena from our foes, but finding Lady Rhea and the Black Pearl is of even greater importance. I shudder to think what could happen if such a powerful object fell into the enemy's hands. No kidding. While searching, please try to gather as much information as you can regarding the nature of the goddess's struggle. I almost lost my voice in that one run-on sentence. I fear our troubles may run deeper than any of us could possibly comprehend. Ladies Rhea and Feena must have their reasons for stepping away with or stealing away the Black Pearl. Understood. You can count on the Holy Knights. We'll assist in any way possible. And we sorcerers will focus our efforts on the upper levels of the tower. You wish to stay behind? I guess you finally started to realize how reckless you've been. Yeah, I have. When I heard that man killed my father, I lost control of myself. I came here to protect the goddesses, but instead of protecting them, Lady Feena covered for me, and she got herself captured. It's not the sort of thing that should happen to a holy knight. I'm not ready. I'm not qualified to be here. What do you think, Commander? I think she's overstating things. But it is a pretty bad funk. We shouldn't send her into combat like this. Indeed, this mood can only work to her detriment. She should stay here and regain her composure. You're to remain on standby, just in case. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. If it makes you feel any better, I have doubts as well. I serve as caretaker to our ladies, and yet I never once saw this coming. I cannot help but think that if I had more power or greater might, I might have been able to prevent all this. Just as you and Rico are always compared to your grandfathers, I too feel I can't ever live up to what's expected of me. Father Superior, I know you feel defeated, but believe me when I tell you that time really does heal all wounds, even those of the spirit. For now, I suggest you put all the what-ifs and conjectures from your mind and simply rest. Give yourself that time. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I'm like an open book. I guess it's so embarrassing. Hey there, Yunica. Glad to be back. It's quite unpleasant. But my scouting work is done. It's finally time I join the search. But aren't we still missing that sorcerer? The one from House Fact? You mean Yugo? He's already begun searching the tower on his own. He has? Indeed, he's interesting. A magical prodigy to be sure, but there's more to it than just that. He's a bit of a dick. He said he could handle things in here by himself. And when he's got his mind set on something, there's no stopping him. Yes, because he's a fucking dick. With a certain complex, which is also annoying. So I honestly, I got like halfway through Yugo's story while I'm rewatching the playthrough, and I'm wondering where he ends up. Because it could just be one of those Haseo things from Dot Hack where it's like, he learned, he's less asshole, but yeah, right now in the middle of his story, he's still fucking asshole. Anyway, okay. And not even in the enjoyable way. Like, he starts off kind of enjoyable as a dick, but then he just goes right tit, and it's kind of ick. So we'll see where he ends up. Maybe if he were here instead of me, Lady Feena wouldn't be in it. No. I can assure you, no, that's not how this game operates. At any rate, with every member of the search party accounted for, I'm free to participate myself. Wish me luck. Good luck, then. First we learned our enemy can control demons, and now they kidnap Lady Feena. Turns out the Black Pearl is missing from the shrine? Things just going bad to worse. anybody else here? Oh, yeah, she's sitting around. What am I even doing here? I'm way out of my league and I'm holding everyone else back. I don't even know why I thought I could protect the goddesses when I can't even use Have you seen your axe skills? I mean, you're killing bosses. You're just not killing those bosses. Lady Feena would be so ashamed of me. Oh, Rhea, you're back. Feena, what happened? Heard you sent away the knights that came to investigate. Well, there's no need for them anymore. You see, I caught the trespasser myself. You did? Quite a feat, wouldn't you say? All right, you. There's no reason to hide. Come on out and face the music. Hi. Well, wow. You're the cutest little trespasser I've ever seen. What's your name? Yunica. Tova? Yeah, she came in here with her grandfather, but apparently got separated. Fortunately, she was lucky enough to wander all the way here to our little sanctuary. I see. I'm sorry, goddesses. There were knights everywhere. Everywhere. I just got scared. So It's quite alright, Yunica. Glad to have you as our guest. Feena, would you please prepare some tea? Of course. We must always show hospitality to our guests, especially the little ones. Traveling with your father? What would a sweet thing like you choose to train in combat? I can't use magic, so I'll never be able to take over my grandpa's position. My only real talent is that I'm pretty strong, like my dad. So you want to become a holy knight and devote yourself to serving you two? Well, wow. Yunica. Is that a problem? Well, if you become a knight, you wouldn't need to sneak in here anymore. It'd certainly make it easier for us to meet our new little best friend. And if you're able to succeed your father too, which is also good. But that's just a bonus. Oh, Rhea. Come now, Feena. You know just as well as I do that you're as excited as I am. Of course, but it's a big step to take, that's all. Spending time with us, or with Yunica, is one of the few things that we truly look forward to, so I couldn't be happier. Really? I'm glad you approve. You must promise us, Yunica. Promise us you'll show how tough you are with your training, and become a holy knight, and protect us with all your might. Sir Yunica Tova. It's got a nice little ring, doesn't it? I promise I'll become a holy knight and protect you. I don't know if I'll ever be as good as Dad, but I'll do my best. Yunica Tova, right? Commander, I beg of you. Please reconsider your decision, please. I'll do anything I can to help. Asking again isn't going to change the decision. There's no guarantee of survival for us going to the surface. And you've only just begun your apprenticeship. You're simply not ready. If something were to happen to you here and under my care, how would I ever be able to face your family again? Don't think I can take any more of this. Pardon? I know I'm being pushy, and I know I'm being totally unreasonable. But my dad and the goddesses all left Solomon's shrine without a word to anyone. I'm just so tired of being left behind. Well, I suppose we're of like mind then. Commander? It's nothing. Yunica, the conditions of the surface are extreme, and frankly rather disturbing. Are you prepared to conduct yourself in a manner befitting a knight, even in the face of horrors unlike any you have seen before? So what I said about there not being too much story, never mind, there's a lot of story bits in this game. Certainly a hell of a lot more than I remember. Anyway. Hey, Yunica! Roy. I wanted to talk to you. You got a second? Sure, what is it? Well, you know how much I hate hot places, right? Yeah. Even just being near lava makes me feel like I'm gonna melt. No, Cecilia, she didn't even break a sweat, but that's a whole other story. I'm not really... Just hear me out, okay? I figured I'd try to brave those death floors. And while I wasn't there long, I saw something interesting. You'll never guess what. How would I know? Just tell me. It was a two-handed greatsword with a crimson blade, displayed prominently on some kind of altar. A crimson blade? Are you trying to tell me? Yup. We've both seen that sword a million times. There's no mistaking it. It was definitely your father's lotus blade. A crimson lotus blade. Oh, that thing's gonna be handy. But what would my dad's sword be doing in a pedestal in a tower? I have no idea. We got called back right after I saw it, but I didn't get to examine it in great detail. But I definitely know what I saw. I was planning on going back there right now to pick it up, but I wasn't really sure how you'd feel about it. Huh? But I'm just an apprentice. How could I? Oh, cut the crap! Don't be such a drama queen. You made it halfway up the tower with absolutely no backup. Nobody ever said you weren't qualified to be here but you. You need to stop moping and do what you do best. Hit things really hard and stumble your way to success. Hit things and... But I guess if you show up to claim that sword in that funk you're in, you'll sap all its power anyway. Probably best I just go get it myself. Father sure wouldn't want to see it like... wouldn't see us like this. Ugh. Wait! What is it? I thought we were done talking. To be honest, I don't have a lot of self-confidence right now. But I still want to be the one that takes my dad's sword. I mean, I'm his daughter. Man, you're easy. I played you like a deck of cards. But I knew you'd come through. Damn. Cut it out! Stop treating me like a kid! Well, I gotta get back on the search. But in case you were wondering, I've already got the okay from Commander Galleon for this. You're good to go. Thanks. Just be careful. The demons farther up the tower are pretty strong. Don't let your guard down. I know, jeez. See you later. Yeah, I'm a smug son of a bitch. I kinda like you. I did you a pep talk. Go me. Yeah! Okay. Cool.
Stuff has happened! Progress has been made! Go me!
So we did story bits. Alright. Good story bits. Now I get back to stabbing. So, I will call it here, and I'll get back to stabbing more stuff next time.